Hello everybody, Don't Blink here again with another Battlefield 3 gameplay commentary for you guys, and today I've got some Conquest Large gameplay on Caspian Border using the Engineer Kit with the Scar H equipped as my primary, G18 as my secondary, and Stinger as my tertiary. And this is post-patch footage, so I recorded this after the recent patch came out on the PC. Obviously those of you who play on consoles have yet to get your hands on this thing, so that's kind of why I wanted to make this video and talk about this patch, because it includes a really long list of fixes and improvements and stuff. A few glaring omissions that I'll go into detail on in just a bit. But it is a pretty big patch. It's around half a gigabyte in size, at least on the PC. I'm hoping that they will come out with more patches in the future, obviously. But it's a good first step. I wish it had come sooner, but we'll see what happens from here on out in terms of the frequency and quality of these patches. But let's talk about kind of the things that did make it into the patch that I like. So first up, pistols, PDWs, and the semi-automatic recon rifles excluding the SKS. So that means the Mark 11 SVD and M39 EMR have had their ranges increased or improved, so they don't reach minimum damage quite so quickly. So that's good. The Scar H and G3 have both been nerfed. That's kind of why I was using it in this match in particular. I wanted to see what the effects of the nerf had on it. And supposedly the maximum damage and range have both been nerfed. And I definitely noticed a difference while playing this match. I wasn't killing people quite as quickly, and I seemed to be using up more of my ammunition to take people down. So, all in all, I think it was a good move on their part. The Scar H is still a really good weapon, and you'll see in this footage that I do go on a couple sprees with it. So it's still a good weapon, but it's just not as good as it used to be. And I think that's a good middle ground that they've reached with the Scar H. Unfortunately, I still haven't unlocked the G3, so I don't know what sort of effect the nerf had on that weapon in particular, but I'm guessing it's similar because the G3 is pretty darn good in co-op and single player. So we'll see. Let me know if you have the G3 and had it before the patch, if you've noticed any changes with it. Additionally, as you'll probably notice in this footage, the Stingers have been nerfed. I don't think I got a single vehicle disable in this entire match, and I probably let off maybe 24 rockets in total. I let off a lot of rockets, and I didn't get anything for my efforts. So I don't really understand why they decided to nerf the Stingers in the first place, because I feel like once you have a handful of unlocks for the jets and the helicopters in this game, it becomes pretty difficult to get taken out by a Stinger. But you know, at this point, I guess we'll just have to wait and see how it all pans out and what happens in the skies. But let me know what you guys think on the Stinger nerf, because I don't really personally understand it, to be honest. Additionally, the squad system has been changed, specifically how you join a squad. The squad menu has been altered in a number of ways, using different colors and button layouts and stuff like that. You no longer press Find Me a Squad and get added to a random squad. Instead, you have to choose the exact squad that you want to join. And I like that functionality. It's a little bit more simple and intuitive. But the bad news there is that you're not automatically assigned to a squad. So that means that you'll see a ton of people who don't realize that they're not in a squad, or don't realize that they should be in a squad, running around without any squad mates. And that's a problem in a game as team play oriented as this one. So hopefully they'll revert that change and have people automatically assigned to squads, but retain the functionality of being able to join a different squad easily. Something else I'm kind of disappointed with when it comes to this patch is the spawn system. They claim in the patch notes that they fixed the instances of players spawning right next to enemies in Conquest, Team Deathmatch, and Squad Deathmatch modes. Unfortunately, based on my playtime with this patch, those issues remain, and they are just as bad as ever. I had 3 or 4 instances where I spawned right on an enemy, or had an enemy spawn right on me while playing Conquest on Sen Crossing. So I hope that they continue to work on improving their algorithms for choosing spawns for players, because as of right now, they're still not very good. I do also want to mention the fact that the tactical flashlight nerf that DICE has promised us has not made its way into this patch. They never said it would, but I was, basically hoping and expecting that nerf to make it into this first patch, because we've been asking for it since the beta, basically. So hopefully they will work to get that next patch out as quickly as possible and include the flashlight nerf as a part of it, because they're still very obnoxious and very unrealistic. I've seen photos and footage of real tactical flashlights being used in the military and in real life, and they're nowhere near as powerful as the ones in this game. So hopefully that fix will come very, very soon. Another fix that they have promised us but didn't make it into this patch is the infrared scope nerf. They have said that they find that they're a little bit too effective, and I would have to agree. It's not as big of a deal as the flashlights, in my opinion, but I am hoping that that fix or nerf makes its way into the next patch as well. And finally, there were some overall performance improvements that I have noticed in this game. My frame rates seem to be a little bit better than they were before. Nothing too dramatic, but a couple frames here or there, and that's always nice to see. But the downside to those performance improvements is they seem to have come with a few downgrades as well. I've heard reports of a lot of people getting freezes, crashes. I myself have had 2 blue screens of death since installing this update. Server disconnects and a handful of other things have been plaguing players ever since this patch came out. So DICE has their work cut out for them. I'm hoping that they're up for the challenge, and hopefully they will continue to support this game for as long as people continue to play it. Anyway, that's it for me. I will be heading out for Thanksgiving very, very soon, so the number of videos going up here is going to be seriously diminished, but I hope you guys all have a nice Thanksgiving if you're in the US, and otherwise just have a nice weekend. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.